Tagging fish in Campbell River. This is Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island on Channel 4 Shaw TV. We are in Campbell River today. We are at Roberts Reach Beach, and this is the Department of Fisheries and Oceans, and they are tagging fish. And we're going to talk to a couple of the scientists shortly to find out what they're doing exactly and why. It's very windy and it's very cold today, but that's okay. It's all for education, right? Everybody needs to learn something. Speaking of learning something, here's Marjorie. Thanks so much, Marjorie. And we are in Campbell River today. You're watching Shaw TV, Go Island on Channel 4. I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and we're on location at Roberts Reach Beach in Campbell River, and they are tagging fish. Right now they're sorting out what's in the net, but they're going to be tagging them shortly. And now we're going to head down to Comox Valley, but stay tuned. Coming back, we're going to chat with one of the scientists. All right, you're watching Go Island on Channel 4 Shaw TV. I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and I'm going to jump right in and start talking to the biologist and her team, Shannon Anderson, because they are super busy, so we're just going to have to jump in and figure out what it is they're doing. Come on.
Okay, so first we're just sorting for marked and unmarked coho. So the ones that are going into the bucket are the coho, and it's coho, and it's an unmarked, so you can see a little bit smaller than most of the hatchery coho are marked. But you see he's got the fin on that one compared to that one.
And why is it important to do this?
We look at where the fish are when they leave the hatchery, just to see how well they're doing.
Okay.
So all of these fish, the coho, are coming out of the river.
Okay.
So we sample them, and then we do some DNA sampling as well to see maybe they are from someplace else. Okay. And then looking at the wild and the health as well. So we're sampling, we look at the hatchery fish, and then we'll do some testing to see if there's any parasites or anything that they've been exposed to, just do a health check on them. We haven't caught a lot of algae at this site lately, so it's a good sign. We had some sunshine, so that's why we're just making sure that we can get through the fish as quickly as possible.
Okay. So why is it important to count the unmarked versus the marked?
So that we can, when we sample them, we know, because most of the hatchery fish are marked, then we can look at the size of them and say, okay, these are from the river versus from the hatchery, and look and see if there's a difference in how what their exposure is to different things or how healthy they are. And then just looking at where they are. So it's just good to see that they're all out, that the fish are out and they look like they're doing. The Chinook are much bigger than when they were released. So,
so that's a good thing.
Yeah, so we're not doing a lot of invasive sampling, we're not doing length weights, we're just out here every 2 weeks, so it's the consistent crew out here looking, going, oh great, right? So we see them and we see where they are. So sometimes they might not be here, and they're inside the estuary, and now we're getting them out here, so they are doing the out migration. So
and that's a healthy thing for them to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we're going to go to a break, but stay tuned, got more. Welcome back. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. We're on location today in Campbell River at Roberts Reach Beach, and the Department of Fisheries and Oceans, the scientists are out here tagging fish and sorting through. And we're going to learn more about that shortly. Right now, we are going to find out about something else. Did you know this? You're watching Go Island on Channel 4. I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and we're on location at Roberts Reach Beach in Campbell River with Shannon Anderson, biologist for the Department of Fisheries and Ocean, and her team. And they are figuring out which of these little fish are marked and which ones aren't. And it's all to determine how fast they're growing and if they're doing well. And so far, so good. Looks like we're good.
Unmarked there is a chum.
Oh, cool.
So see another difference?
He's so little. Now,
so when you see them jumping, and then we also caught a herring as well. And last time we were out here, we caught, I was going to call them a herd. We caught a bunch of sandlance, so needlefish, which is really neat too, because we're seeing some of the groceries that the bigger fish are eating. So the fishing's been really good out there, and we're actually seeing some of those fish in our sampling. Okay. So we're also looking for groceries, so we'll look and see if there's amphipods or little invertebrates and say,
Okay.
okay, this looks like it's a healthy place.
Okay. Now, what are the ones with the spots on their backs?
Those
These
are
guys.
Chinook.
These are Chinook?
Yep.
Okay. So these are going to grow to be how big? How
The
big do the
Chinook,
Chinooks get?
the Chinook are going out at this size. These would be eggs last 2013.
Okay.
And they will come back either at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and some are 7-year-olds. So they'll come back, you know, some of the little jacks, the
Yeah.
little males,
Yeah.
and then everything else is your tai up to your
Okay.
tai. So
Cool.
big fish.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Shannon. This has been really, really interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, it's say we're out here every 2 weeks just to make sure that we understand how long the fish are staying as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're
Great.
going to go to a break, but we'll be right back. Thanks so much. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Shaw TV on Go Island, Channel 4, and we are at Roberts Reach Beach in Campbell River. And the Department of Fisheries and Oceans are sorting through little tiny fish and tagging them and having a look at them and determining where they came from and where they're about to go. It's kind of cool, very scientific. And right now, I know the weather doesn't really look at it, but it is summer. You know, it's the 27th of June and 28th if you're watching this on Saturday. And yeah, so it's summer, so we're gonna go to a big summer. Have a look. I'm Mary Ruth Harris and you're watching Go Island. And yes, it is summertime. It is the July long weekend, except technically it's not a long weekend because the holiday is next Tuesday. So Canada Day, lots of specials on Shaw TV. So tune in to catch the 2-hour National Canada Day special. It'll be on all day long on Tuesday, July 1st. It's going to be a lot of fun. Coming up in a couple of weeks, of course, we have the Vancouver Island Music Fest in the Comox Valley. And of course, from July 1st to the 4th is Catholomew over in Powell River. World-class choirs. It's going to be unbelievable. So if you can make it over to Powell River any of those days, call them, get your tickets before they're sold out. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And here in Campbell River, all kinds of stuff going on Canada Day weekend. Check out the calendar, Campbell River calendar. That'll bring you up to speed. And many thanks to the Department of Fisheries and Oceans for the special sneak peek today into the fish. And you have a fabulous weekend, and we will see you early next week right before Canada Day.